don't know much about history, but I do know that you are watching Eye Candy. Hey, when an outfit works for me, I go for it. But enough about me. No one is better equipped than my co-host to bring you a story about beauty. Susie Chang checks out the latest art exhibit in North Orange County.
We decided to add a little culture to eye candy this time around. Come join us at the Brea Gallery for the 21st annual Made in California exhibit. The art exhibition reception and award ceremony opened on a Saturday night to a huge crowd. Artists from all over the Golden State were on hand to talk art and tell us what inspired them to be a part of this exhibition. We'll tap into their creativity later, but first, let's learn more about the Brea Gallery from its director, Thomas Saganko.
Well, the gallery was built as part of the Civic Center and opened in 1980, and we've been doing 5 exhibitions ever since, 5 exhibitions a year ever since. It's a full calendar.
Tell me about some of your expositions.
Every year we do our annual juried exhibition, which we call Made in California, which is what we have this evening. And we select from over 500 entries this year from across the state of California. And this year's juror was Michelle Desiel, assistant curator at the Norton Simon Museum in Pasadena. And she selected 70 works from all the slides that were entered. And that's an annual exhibition. We also have an annual watercolor exhibition. And then we get creative with the other 3. We curate those in-house, and they're always very fun and something always creative and interesting. Try to be whatever's happening in the art world.
Made in California is indeed a favorite in the art circles because it always offers the unexpected. Emerging new artists have an opportunity to surprise the public with fresh concepts and unusual materials, displayed alongside polished classic formats. The common thread of this exhibit is that it showcases the broad spectrum of California-based talent. Southern California makes you want to do some little operations. I'm thinking I'll be next in line for Botox and breast augmentation. What do you think? It's a Barbie and Ken. Michelle Desiel, assistant curator of contemporary art for the Norton Simon Museum in Pasadena, served as this year's juror. She had selected unique pieces in a variety of media, including photography, oil paintings, ceramics, and assemblage.
This exhibition is an annual exhibition that the city of Brea puts on, Made in California, where it's an open call, so artists from all over California submit slides of their works, and a juror, like myself this year, observes, looks at all of the slides and selects. It's really hard to select about 70 artworks to be displayed. And then we go through the works once they're in the gallery and select 3 prize winners and then honorable mentions.
Let's get to know some of these talented artists. Well, congratulations. Your designs are beautiful. Tell me, how did you get inspired?
Well, I like to take everyday mundane objects and make them large, blow them up, and go beyond just making them photorealistic, but adding a lot more color and making them a lot more exciting for people to relate to.
With us now is Nicholas Vidak II, award winner of After the Blue. How are you doing tonight?
Fine, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I wanted to ask you, how did you get inspired for this picture?
I was on vacation in Venice, Italy last summer, and I took some pictures of some of the drawing rooms in our hotel, and I wanted to change things because it reminded me of a movie called The Shining, and that's how I got to this.
How did you warp the image?
There's a filter in Photoshop called Pinch, and you can distort it up to 100%. And I think it's like only about 20, because if you distort it too much, it turns into like a ball of nothing.
Okay, very nice. Well, I think it's beautiful, and thank you for sharing this picture with us.
Sure.
Congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about some of your work.
Well, these two pieces, one is called Dizzy, which is a pink ranunculus, and over on this side is an image called Moonflower. Both of these images are printed on a metallic-based photographic paper, which adds a dimension back into them, because when I photograph them wide open, and they're all handheld. The reason I've started to create these come from actually a body of work that's called Planet Paradise, and it is a body of images that are hopefully representing the beauty in our world on an everyday basis, so that we will all slow down a little bit and see the wonderful gifts that are given to us from our natural world.
The City of Brea Gallery is located in the Brea Civic and Cultural Center at 1 Civic Center Circle, plaza level, adjacent to the Brea Mall. From the Brea Gallery, this is Susie Chang.
I'm confused. Weren't you a blonde in the last story?
Yeah, but I had to switch back. It made it too hard to memorize the scripts. And now, joining us here again is the stunning Raven Zephirah. And now, here's Glenn Ross with a new feature on eye candy.
Thank you, Susie. Now I have a real special treat for you. It's vintage eye candy. Back in the year 2000, we shot the Harley Bike Festival out at Orange County's Irvine Lake. It's a story that never made it to the show until now. Here's the Harley Bike Festival 2000 with my good friend, Ramblin' Raz Bischoff.
is the place to be if you own a Harley. Every year this event features live entertainment, bike games and prizes, vendors, food, beverages, and bud girls.
Oh, we do charity work all throughout the year. We do a lot of golf tournaments. We do Olive Crest Golf Tournament, who's the charity here today. Mostly children charities, but a lot.
As well as sponsoring like scholarships and stuff, grants. It's great. It's great to see you guys here. You make it look a lot better around here. Thanks for coming. We're out here to have a good time, but we're also out here for a special reason. What is this reason that we're here?
Well, Raz, a lot of the proceeds of today's event will go to help the services of Olive Crest Abused Children's Foundation here in Orange County, Riverside County, and Los Angeles County. We provide homes for abused children. We have a therapy center, non-public school, round-the-clock services for kids that need help.
Raising funds aside, the plan today was to have a good time. Not at all a problem for this group. The slow ride has always been a favorite at the Bike Festival. Master of Ceremonies Disco explains the idea behind the slow-moving competition.
You know, the slow ride has been around for years. If you remember back 20, 30, 40 years ago, they were always thinking of ways to test someone on a motorcycle. You know, they used to have the dirt track finals, then they would have the board runs, then they would even run them up mountains. And they finally found out a lot of people were killing themselves. So let's try to have them do something that they should be good at. And obviously California, with traffic the way it is, you get a chance to go real slow. So actually, I don't know how it was started. I've seen it go a lot of different ways and how it's developed, but it seems to be a crowd pleaser. I know guys out there that can stop their bikes, literally have a cigarette or a soda, and start again. There's guys out here that can do things with these Harleys that would just amaze you. And this is just one of those ways that gives them a chance to show off those skills that people usually don't see at 40 miles an hour or 110 or whatever it is they're going. So it's a way to see someone in action at a little slower speed.
As we've seen here today at Irvine Lake, the spirit of the American Harley-Davidson is alive and well. It's a brotherhood and sisterhood that has rolled its way into the 21st century. From the 4th Annual Harley Bike Festival, this is Raz Bischoff.